Welcome to the 2025 EXL Championship pregame show. I'm your host, Derek Tate. Look, winning one championship is hard. Winning back-to-back is nearly impossible. Yet the defending champion Degenerates are just one win away from completing their journey to win consecutive EXL titles with only the Speedsters standing in their way. Gino and Justin of the Degenerates, the Degens, joining me here in this pregame press conference. So, gentlemen, defending champs, it was a long and kind of tumultuous road to be able to even get into the postseason. You made the big move for Nico Collins. Then you snuck into the playoffs. 8-6 regular season record with a Week 14 win over the Holdouts. Punched your ticket to the wild card round where you ran into a rematch of last year's championship matchup against the Yachts. Guys, who lost, got any more gray hairs from that matchup against the Yachts? Because it was a nail biter that came all the way down to the final matchup on Monday Night Football.
Got some grays right here just from that game. That game, I lost a little bit there. That was not a fun one. But we grinded it out. The boys are tough.
Yeah.
We need them. They come through.
DK came through. I remember we lost him, though, now. But he came through. He did his job. He got us to this point, and we're going to pick up the slack.
That DK cut touchdown. We might hate the guy right now, but, man, what a legend.
That is actually one of the storylines that's heading into this EXL championship matchup because he's received a 2-game suspension for striking a Detroit Lions fan after the game. And this was actually, I guess he's already played his final game of his contract with the Degenerates. So can you kind of shed some light?
Possibly the Steelers.
And possibly for the Steelers, but can you kind of shed some light? How does this impact your relationship or his future with the Degens past the EXL championship?
Well, look, we're thankful for what he did. He helped us get us, to this point. But after these actions, actions have consequences, and unfortunately, his actions may not have a spot on our team next year.
Not for the price. Not for the price.
Not for what he cost.
Now, if he was $6, we're totally fine with him punching a fan. No qualms there. But for $34, guy's an asshole.
Well, that asshole may have to figure out who he's going to be playing for next or renegotiate his contract in the offseason.
I think it'd be fitting if he joined the Dudes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, the dudes likes to enter every offseason with a lot of extra cash to spend, so maybe you can spend it on DK Metcalf. But you guys came away with the upset win, right? And you guys made the big move for Nico Collins. So now without DK Metcalf in the starting lineup, you guys have a couple options at the flex position. Kyle Monungai right now in the starting lineup along with Tyrone Tracy Jr. Is there any other considerations that are being kicked around between you guys? Maybe Colson Loveland, Quentin Johnson entering the EXL championship.
Well, I think we need a wide receiver, right? Because we have to start 3 of them. We've got 2 solidified wide receivers. Our third is, he's suspended. He's out of the league. He's gone. So we're in between Alec Pearson and QJ. So, I mean, Phillip Rivers has got a duck arm, but it looked good. It looked good yesterday. It's hard to say no to that. 20 points, but they both put up over 20, so it's going to be a toss-up.
So, yeah, Alec Pierce catching a couple touchdowns from Old Man Rivers on Monday Night Football came through in a big way for you guys to be able to punch your ticket to the EXL championship round. So, at quarterback, though, last week, you guys sat Matthew Stafford. He had the matchup against the Seattle Seahawks, and Jacoby Brissett's been on a heater. Is it locked in that it's going to be Stafford and Joe Burrow in your starting lineup for the EXL championship?
Yeah, we got to lock it in.
Yeah, we're not making that mistake.
We're not doing that again.
We live and die by our horses.
We almost shot ourselves in the foot. I mean, we still put up 165, but it should have been 185. I mean, we let the MVP just go on an MVP-esque game on our bench. It was tough. It hurt. It hurt a lot.
Yeah, we were upset about that. I mean, we were kicking ourselves. It was a big decision. The weather played into it. Thursday night played into it. And
the
Seahawks defense played into it. We rolled the dice, and it was a bad call.
Yeah, speaking from my own personal experience, I also suffered some Matthew Stafford points on the bench, and it was for those reasons exactly. But you guys have an interesting scenario, right? Not only the DK Metcalf suspension, but also at the tight end position, right? Because right now Brenton Strange is locked into your starting spot as of now. Now the Speedsters have starting at quarterback not only Trevor Lawrence but also Jackson Dart, and you also have Theo Johnson on the roster, along with Colson Loveland as other options at tight end, with Sam Laporta out for the remainder of the season. So talk me through this strategy. Is there anything where you want to try to limit the impact of the Speedsters starting at quarterback, those two options, and maybe getting a piece of that? Or do you want to just hope that the Speedsters quarterbacks have a bad day and roll with Colson Loveland in the starting lineup? Can you kind of walk me through your thought process for the tight end position?
Gino, you want to hit this one? You want me to hit it?
No, you go. Go ahead.
I mean, right now, I think, it's early in the week, so still some things got to play out. Going to crunch some numbers. Definitely his quarterback does come into play. He's got two quarterbacks, and we got, both tight ends. So that definitely can come into play. And vice versa. His tight end, our quarterback is throwing him balls. So there's definitely an interesting dynamic there with the QBs and tight ends. Right now, I'm leaning Brenton Strange. I'm a Jaguars fan, though, so I'm a little biased, but guy's been a stud for us. And I just saw George Kittle last night light up that Colts defense. So I liked what I saw there.
Is there anything about the Speedsters team that scares you ahead of this matchup?
A whole lot of stuff. We got a lot of bad matchups for us this week.
He's got a good team. I mean, tip your cap. He's done a good job. Receivers are loaded. He's locked and loaded at receiver.
Decided to let Puka walk in the agency next year. Guy's an absolute idiot. But it is what it is. Guy couldn't be dumber. But yeah, what a stud he is this year. Wow. I mean, you got two wide receiver ones, probably wide receiver 1 and 2 in the whole league.
Yeah.
Just riding. Yeah. So, I mean, he's deep. Forget who his running backs are. But
he's got Genty and Harvey.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. He's got two hot rookies. Yeah, they're coming off two great games, too. And Genty's got a matchup. That'll be a cakewalk.
Yeah, we definitely feel like our backs are against the wall here. We're definitely, playing the underdog role. We're hoping that fuels our guys. They usually play well.
It's nice to be hated too,
Yeah.
Kind of just fuels the fire even more. You can just feel it. You just got to come out with the result. You just, just to make sure people like dudes can never hold the trophy. I got to do it for the rest of us. They don't want to ever see that happen.
You're doing a public service for everybody?
I'm trying my best. But if it's us or Speedsters, I'm happy. Cody's a good dude. Great commissioner. Probably only commissioner anyone's ever liked.
I don't like
has some stupid rules with the money he didn't give us last year, but that's fine. He probably kept it and pocketed it. It's good. It's all good. Water under the bridge.
Well, maybe some of the money he may have kept or pocketed, allegedly, maybe is why I'm able to host this pregame show. So I digress.
Yeah, he had a nice Rolex on at the watch party. That was weird. He didn't have it before.
Yeah.
So you guys are on the doorstep of destiny, though. And a dynasty, because back-to-back championships would make you guys the definitive, bad guys, the villains, or at least the benchmark that everybody else in the EXL is chasing for the standard of winning. So what message would winning another championship send to the rest of the EXL?
Talk shit, get hit. What happens? Plenty of people came out there firing off guns. Oh, dude, you guys are so stupid. Look at all they made fun of all the trades and couldn't say it. All the trades worked out perfectly. Got a lot of smoke in the beginning for him, but yeah, we're in the finals. We're running it back. So got to be
they had a lot to say all season about our roster management with our tight ends and whatnot. But once again, we're back in the championship. So we hope everyone enjoys the show, and we look to come out on top.
We'll go ahead and end it there. Gentlemen, thank you for the time, and good luck in the EXL Championship for your bid to back-to-back titles against the Speedsters. Don't don't hesitate to tune in this week. It's going to be fireworks in the EXL finale for 2025. Thanks for joining me, gentlemen.
Thank you, boys.